So this is my 112 term project. It is a algorithmic trading software that uses backtracking in order to find the best trading algorithm for a given stock. So if we put in, say, Netflix or Apple, we put a start date, and we can select now in order to put the current date. And then for the starting date, we can put any time in the last 20 years. So let's put May 2015. And here we can select what candlestick pattern we're going to be trading. So let's select bullish engulfing and click go. And it will run the trading algorithm. It'll take a minute to load though, because it's very slow. So I implemented a loading screen so that the user doesn't have to wait while the app simply freezes. So should be done in a sec. There you go. You can see the stock chart from the starting date to the end date. So it started around 2015 and ends around 2022. And this is the line of the 50-week moving average. Okay, so here we go. Now it's done. So on the right, we can see the portfolio data, which includes the parameters. So we're trading a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern with a target of 3% and a risk to reward of 1. And it's checking if the market is bullish. The statistics, so we can see we have a success rate of 81% with an operating margin of 50%, and our profit margin is 31%. So if we look at the trades, if we hover over these, we can see the individual trades that the algorithm makes. So if we look at this trade, we can see that we would lose money on here because the portfolio goes down. So yeah, it is a red trade. So we bought a round up here and sold here. And on the right, we can see the specific data. So our target at 57, stop loss at 53, buy price 55, and sell at 53. So with a profit of negative almost $2. So every single trade has this data and has a graph that corresponds to this data, so that you can visualize where it's making the trade and what is actually happening on the trade. So the bot isn't perfect because, as you just saw, it can sell. Sell when the market is not open. So during these 2 days, this is a weekend, the market's not open, but it still sells during these days. This is a problem with the data set rather than the algorithm. The data set just simply does not have data here, so it just inputs the current price. So one thing to note with this is that the trading algorithm itself is not very successful. It tends, after testing it, it only tends to go up when the stock itself goes up. So if I input a stock that goes down over time, so let's say if I put in Exxon the last 3 years, so 2019, let's put May 2019. If I do the same, let's say Green Hammer this time, it shouldn't really matter much. You see the stock chart, it's gone down over the past while. So, oh, never mind, I'm wrong. I actually made money here. So, but through testing, I've noticed that the price of it usually goes, the trading algorithm tends to follow the stock chart itself. So it's not the best trading algorithm, but it definitely did meet my goal of what I wanted it to do, which is algorithmically detect where to buy stock